Alright, g'day everyone, and welcome back to my playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda. We are on our way back to Aya. Just before I started recording again, I quickly went over to the research facility, research console, and I basically developed some upgrades for the vehicle, so that's a nice little addition that will pop up soon. For now, here we go.
Stars and skies light our way.
Stars and skies light our way.
She knows how to play a crowd.
She's the Moshae.
Welcome home.
I never thought I'd see it again. Without the Resistance and the Pathfinder, I wouldn't be here.
We made a good team.
The Pathfinder destroyed the enemy's fortress, but thousands of us died in chains.
We have a lot to talk about.
I promised to lead the Pathfinder to Aya's vault.
You're still recovering. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Not without our help.
I'll prepare the vault for your arrival. A shuttle will bring you to me when it's ready.
Thank you, Moshae.
We've been alone against the Ket for too long. You've proven it doesn't have to be that way. It's time we discussed an alliance between our people.
We're happy to make room for you on the Nexus.
We'll provide an embassy here as well. Our city is open to you. Join us.
Alright. So we are
Well
free to
done,
roam
Joel.
the Aya
Report
now.
for reassignment.
I need to stay with the Pathfinder.
Jal has already become a valued member of my crew.
Of course he has. I see the benefit. Request granted.
I'll need to file a mission report. Don't leave Aya without me.
Alright. So there's the shuttle to get out of here.
You came back.
I have bad news. Your supplier, Keldo. The Ket got him.
Thank you for confirming how he died. You have his supplies?
Keldo ran weapons for the Resistance. You were his contact.
Good, good. Continue.
Ephra asked you to test me. See how I'd handle myself.
I told him you were smart.
The Ket had your weapons. I got them back.
Yes. All of them. And Keldo's killer's dead. This is good. You're honest, Pathfinder. Reliable. I'll tell Ephra you did well.
I appreciate it. I do want our people to get along. Help each other.
You proved it. This time at least. Need to get the weapons where they belong, but Keldo would want me to help you. I have things you can use, and I want to see your credits for myself. Trade?
Resources are scarce for us. If you'll take credits, I'll trade.
It's a start.
Nice.
My inventory's open to you. Anything you need.
Oh, another level up. Alrighty. So I can get a hold of some platinum, titanium, vanadium. got fluoride. Fluoride. I needed that, didn't I? Lithium, nickel, uranium. Okay, so there's a lot here. Uranium's uncommon. What was... Fluoride's uncommon. There, rare. Titanium is rare as well as platinum. Of course, element 0. I actually need a lot of element 0, I believe. So, let's purchase that. In fact, why not? While we're here, pick up as much of that as we can. Because there's not a lot to pick up. Alright. So, level up. 6. So I can max out one of these. But I want to... I'm going to get this soon, I think. And I believe that's another tech. Another construct. So I'm actually going to save my points. At least a little bit of them. Till that unlocks. Nothing else there. Okay. So here we go. So we got some little information bulletin boards. Wants an engineer. That sort of thing. Painted mural wall created by Angaran artists. Cargo manifest. Datapad. My love, I never planned to leave. Every moment I spent with you only brought me joy, even though you've never understood what you mean to me. There were moments I could have shown you how I really feel, but I wasn't brave enough. Not that you could have accepted me. Now I have to go, and I don't think I'm coming back. I hope for a day when we owe nothing to anyone. I dream of a moment when we find each other again and claim the lives we always should have led. Another one. Okay, so this is research, which, as I said, I've upgraded the Nomad just a little bit. Oh. Angaran shuttle model. Don't mind if I yes. So this is Aya. We rose from nothing to touch the skies, made homes on many worlds. Do not mourn what the Ket stole from us, celebrate what still remains. All things reach their end and make way for new life to fill the void. The worlds and people we lose will return in time. Families grow forever. We dedicate this garden to those who are not here with us, but who will one day return. This place is for them. Industrial grade irrigation system provides water and nutrients for plant life. It's like lava out there. Tornadoes raging off in the distance. Fire tornadoes at that, because they're sucking up all that lava and hot. Not a very pleasant looking place, and then you look closer to us and it's quite lovely. Okay. So we've got a fast travel station here. The rest of the map just there. So we'll stop in here and have a look at that. Locked door there. Another person just here. General goods. Ah, that's the plant for the movie night too. So first thing. Do 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 do. Console over here. Council meeting notes. Personal meeting notes of Governor Paran Moshae. So we got V, K, M, and E. Wants to open Southern Valley region to development, with goal to provide refugees with permanent houses. K believes we're already at risk of overcrowding and harming local ecosystem. Votes to use land strictly for food production. M proposes compromise solution to construct orbital habitats using Nexus technology. Refugees would rotate between Aya's surface and the orbital habitats using a lottery system. E disagrees with accepting initiative help, and especially their technology. Points out the black hole will make orbital construction projects difficult and may attract notice of the Ket project patrols. Final vote delayed to Novo Brav. Yeah, it's none of them. We need a better home for our people. Vold is fallen. Haval remains unstable, and Aya is too small to support all of us. Is Kadar Port an option? Do we even dare attempt reconciliation? So that port is a place we will get to go to. We just haven't been there yet.
The Moshae will be waiting for you at the vault.
While I'm here, maybe we can talk?
Of course. I owe you that. When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. What was done to my people. You made sure no more will suffer exaltation.
We're in this together. The initiative wants to help.
I want to believe it. You're so different from the Ket. What can I do for you?
So what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
A brother, Scott.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
I sense tension between your government and the resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The Resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
What's it like being responsible for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote, you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
Ah, not what I
Is
meant.
there time in your busy schedule to meet someone special?
Everyone is special to me, in their own way.
Not what I meant.
Oh. No, that isn't a priority right now. Someday, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hook up with the mayor of
I'm
this.
hoping you can help me get on Ephra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all, and other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone, and neither can your initiative.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
I've noticed that you, Ephra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Ephra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
The Vassal?
The time of change. Aya's resources are too limited for our entire population to live here. We each earn the privilege of spending a few years on Aya. When our time is up, we leave to make room for someone new. The cycle repeats throughout our lives.
Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
Your people revere the Moshae. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts, and inventors. The Moshae is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
Alrighty.
Pathfinder, as you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Yep. Alright. So that mission is pretty simple.
Our laws need revising now that you're here.
Ooh, sorry about that. Okay, so that doesn't open. Okay. Let's get this one first. So the message terminal. This one. Citizen messages to the Nexus. Compiled logs of citizen messages uploaded here for the Pathfinder's eyes only. So, this one is subject, let there be unity. Before the Scourge, Angara were one people. It took centuries after that disaster to find each other again. And by then, we'd been divided too long. That's how the Ket were able to conquer us. The war forced us back together. But now, you've upset the balance. Some don't trust you. Others want you to save us. Divisions are forming. If you're really here to help, keep our people united. I'm writing this in my final days. I've lived a long life that now comes to its natural end. I've known great loss and pain, but also joy and hope. I think we have that in common. My fate is to leave at a turning point in history. Part of me is angry I won't see what happens next, but I've made my peace. Whatever becomes of your people, mine and the Ket will reverberate into the lives of my great-grandchildren. And that gives me strange comfort. I know there's more to this life than war and hardship, and I've seen enough to know your people understand that too. Be well, take care of each other, change life for the better. Goodbye. And we wish you peace and good fortune. So it's more nice stuff. No one will read this. This message will never be read by the Pathfinder, much less reach the Nexus. We're so desperate for allies against the Ket that we're willing to make the same mistake with new aliens. This little stunt by the governor won't change anything. You may as well be screaming into the wind. So there's one person that's kind of against it. But I'm going to forward this without editing it. And we've got a few other points to get to. This one. So this is like a bar. Little pub. Here's another one. Nutrient paste vats. This is an industrial food processor used for creating and storing Angara nutrient paste. The Ket have felt the power of the resistance, and they know their end is coming. Our victory on Vold are only the beginning of what we can achieve, but we can't defeat the enemy without your help. If you're tired of living in fear, if you believe we were meant for something greater than slavery, if you're willing to stand up and fight, you'll find a new family in the Resistance. We'll train you to strike back at the Ket and reclaim what is ours. The Resistance defends the future of all Angaran. Join us. Alright, now we've got Liam here.
Good to be back here. Ready to hit those scans?
Drax there too.
What am I looking for?
Moran called out supplies that may have useful properties for our tech. Just need to get Sam's eye on them. Take a stroll. Enjoy the market. Nav sent.
Aren't you to wait until your medic has cleared the food for toxins before you eat anything here?
Let me tell you about it.
Drax just eating stuff without checking for poison. And Liam wants us to go and scan some vendors' stuff.
Helping the Moshae opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
Well, you are a bit of an eyesore.
Speak for yourself. When I saw my first human, I couldn't understand how you keep your blood inside. Skin that thin.
Anything else, Drac?
Pathfinder.
No. Okay. So yeah, let's go this way. And we'll get this terminal.
Right.
There's Jarl.
You are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself.
Yeah, okay, let's do that one. This one here.
Hello there.
I'm working.
I know, on me.
You scanned me pretty hard. That wasn't your way of saying, welcome, stranger?
I wanted to be discreet.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
You haven't even told me your name.
Danfra. Biological researcher. This is my home.
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
Can't fault you for being curious. Scan away.
I didn't think you'd comply.
I'm full of surprises.
That you are. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I've spent long enough around your people to understand what family means to you.
You only see the surface. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Can I speak to you again?
You have questions? Be quick.
Did you scan me on your own, or did someone put you up to it? Paran? Ephra?
I'm a scientist. I want to understand anything outside my knowledge and experience.
All that information you collect is for personal use?
Of course not. Angara share knowledge. It's how we survive.
How do you stay busy when you're not scanning strangers from another galaxy?
I research and develop organic tactical equalizers.
That sounds... scary.
Only to those who threaten Aya.
It can't have been easy holding out by yourselves against the Ket.
Before them, it was the Scourge. Our entire civilization was almost wiped out. Centuries of rebuilding.
It says a lot that you've made it this far.
We'll go much further.
What else did your scan reveal about me?
You're strong, tough. But much of Helios is inhospitable to human biology. You won't have it easy.
Never have. How do humans stack up against your people in the Ket?
You lack biological advantages, but your technology may offset that.
Very
Thanks
nice.
for your time.
Yes, yes. Go.
Alright, message. Okay. Join our fight. You proved you can fight the Ket on Vold. Resistance doesn't impress easily. Stand with us together. We will take this war to the enemy home. We'll make them feel terror. We'll show them despair. We will break the Ket. And then, when that's done, we'll share the reward of victory. Are you at war with each other? Here's an interesting one. Yeah, we've seen members of your species act with violence, greed, and selfishness. We've found evidence of your people attacking and stealing from one another. Why do you hurt each other? And when only the Ket stand to gain? If our people are slow to trust you, it's because we don't understand why some of you seem determined to hurt others. Even the Ket stand united in their cause. Why don't you? Very good points. We have much to learn. I've spent my life wondering what other beings might exist. Your people are nothing like what I imagined, and I'm glad for that. I thought I was long past being surprised in life. My sons and daughters draw pictures of you and ask me all sorts of questions. They want to know everything about you. We hope you feel the same way. There's so much we can teach each other. I believe in our future. Help arrives when you least expect it, and your arrival was unexpected. You come to Aya wounded and in need, and we didn't welcome you. You went to our other worlds and helped our people overcome terrible challenges with no promise of reward or friendship. You wouldn't do that if there wasn't a goodness at your core. You want to understand and be understood. This is a start of a great alliance. So all of these messages are quite wonderful, and I will send them to the Nexus unedited. And then we'll speak to Jarl.
Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
I love pretty much everything about it.
I love the air, the breeze. And one day we'll have more places like this. I have faith.
So there's a giant waterfall right there. Very nice. Okay. We've got a side mission in here to pick up. Museum? Yeah. Currently updating this display to bring the latest historical findings. First contact with the Ket varied among our homeworlds. While the Ket sought to confuse Haval with silence, they murdered the ambassador on Vold. They turned our worlds against each other and took advantage of the confusion and chaos. It's important for us all to learn the moment in history and to present a united front in the face of adversity. So this is a few Ket things. We'll go over there very shortly. Here's PB.
Ryder, they've got amazing Remtech research going on here.
Though we don't know much about the Remnant or its creators, we've determined the Remnant were present in Helios long before our people. The Remnant's purpose appears to be the same as the planetary vaults, to transform a world into a thriving, beautiful paradise. Before the arrival of Pathfinder Ryder in Revolution 826, modern attempts to interact with the Remnant had been unsuccessful, but we've been able to coexist with them peacefully here on Aya. Though we know a little about the pre-Scourge ancestors, evidence points to a grand multi-planet society with sophisticated technology. Many recent discoveries indicate our ancestors even travelled vast distances between systems. Though we have no way of knowing for sure, most scholars theorize our people's early success was due to the use of remnant technology.
You know, the more I interact with the Angara, the more I feel for them. Especially with what we know about exaltation. I can't imagine.
The Angara are resilient. Learning what the Ket are doing will give them new purpose.
Well, I'm determined to help them. We need to make things right.
I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered the vault on Eos?
Sure is.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
Are you a relic hunter like Avela?
Actually, I started as an engineer. The Moshae requested my help cracking encryption on a remnant ship she found. Eventually, that led me to the repository. I've been handling data encryption here ever since.
I take it you help run this place.
Nalan and I are Avela's assistants. It's been strange getting used to that.
Why?
Avela's much younger than the previous curator. She has a lot more energy. Sometimes I have to remind her to take a break. She's too passionate for her own good.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'll let you get back to it.
As long as she's not getting herself into danger. Pottery fragment is believed to be a ceremonial decoration from the ancient temple of Haval. While we don't know for certain, theories about this remnant device suggest its function may be to convert rock and sand into nutrition-rich soil. Archaeologists on Haval recently discovered that what they believe are pieces from the oldest structure as yet found on the planet. These fragments were literally uprooted by mutating vegetation rising from an underground cavern, though the exact cultural nature of this find remains unknown. Teams of researchers have recently established a permanent dig site to search for more clues. So just like the ones that we're looking for on Haval that come up in the roots, that's how they discovered those. This fragment is from a wall of the governor's public residence on Vold, which was destroyed by Ket bombardment during the initial invasion. The governor, all staff, and most of her immediate family were all killed in the blast. When Vold stands liberated, this relic will form the cornerstone of a monument to those who gave their lives defending our home.
I couldn't even get it open. It locked me out.
So I was right. It is Remnant. Oh, you're here. Welcome to my favorite place in the galaxy.
Yeah, we'll talk to you straight away.
Pavoa, I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. This is Aya's Cultural Museum and History Archive. It's small, but you've already made it brighter. Pathfinder, I've been studying the helmet you found, and it's got me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed. Areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this. If you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far. I know that doesn't answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Alright, so that's the side mission. As we go around different worlds, such as that one saying to search Vold, we'll find some other stuff.
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new.
New as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
It's certainly an unusual thing. So we got a data pad. Mother, you wouldn't believe all that's happening since Pathfinder Ryder landed on Aya. I'm sure you know about the Moshae's rescue, but I suspect you've only heard the official version. Ephra and his resistance like to claim credit for bringing her home, but I know for a fact they never could have accomplished it without the Pathfinder. People fear these new aliens will turn out to be like the Ket. Don't listen to them. I feel in my spirit they've come to help, and you know I'm always right about these things. I wish you could see some of the interesting relics we found on Haval and elsewhere. I'll bring images next time I visit. Also, I'm not seeing R2 anymore. It was nothing particular that ended things. We're just too different. Don't worry, my work still brings me all the happiness I need. Avela. So Avela was seeing somebody. This dagger dates back nearly 4 centuries to the time just after the Scourge appeared. Faced with the technological Dark Age, our ancient ancestors learned to fight and hunt without the use of advanced weaponry. So they made a knife. A little stabby implement. In the time before the Scourge, Angaran pilots wore helmets while covering the vast distances between planets. It's speculated that remnant technology was used in this helmet's construction, attracting the Scourge's attention. And whatever this thing is. Until recently, we knew this was a Ket tool, but didn't understand its purpose. Scholars have recently determined it's used in the exaltation of our people. Though it may be difficult to look at, it's important we learn and understand exaltation to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Oh, that might be the syringe. Nasty. But alright. So we got that. Yeah, we're going to go this way first.
They should put Jar on every resistance. Hey, how's the top?
This way. Oh, there was another path. Right, yep. Okay. So from there, it's a path just here.
What if they're slaves?
The Citizens Forum.
Doesn't matter. Exaltation is just another word for how the Ket kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Ket up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
I've seen different types of Ket. They could be exalting multiple species.
Anything they transform is an abomination. We have to destroy the creatures.
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
So I just randomly chip in my little bit and then move on. Okay, so we've got the scanny thing to do here.
I have something to help.
Ryder.
So we got some more messages here. We got a thank you. I remember the first time I met the Moshae. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. She has done so much for our people. When the rumors began that she'd been captured by the caught by the Ket, and worse, killed, I lost hope for our future. You restored it. I don't care what anyone says. I believe you have come to save us. Subject, go home. This is not your galaxy. You don't belong here. Anyone who thinks you're different from the Ket is a fool. I see you for what you are, and there are many more like me. Subject, none. If you come in peace and friendship, Parvoa. If your hearts are filled with deceit, you will die. This is all you need to know. And subject Parvoa. My name is Varga. My family said I could write to you. I've never met an alien before, but I'd like to meet you. I think we can be friends. Now, despite the fact that there is the message, go home, I'm going to send this one unedited as well, because I don't believe in hiding that. It needs to be shown that we are unwelcome by some still.
When trouble comes calling, will you be ready?
So here we got Vetra.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
I know you like looking for the advantage, but we need to earn their trust first. Don't bargain too hard.
You're the boss.
So we got Armor Merchant, which I can't speak to. There we go.
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
Can't hurt to be prepared. Maybe you've got something I'm looking for.
If I don't today, I will tomorrow.
Okay. So this is Angaran Commando gear, which is even better than what I'm already wearing. Helmet's even different too. But the thing is, I mainly want the legs, which is this. Because the legs I didn't upgrade, so I'm going to buy those. And I'll leave it at that. It's just more resistance propaganda.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Yeah, so he's not going to be helpful.
They let you pass the gates. Huh.
It's an honor, and I understand that. I'll be respectful.
All right. Everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
Nice of you to say so. The temptation to buy some of that stuff. Ah, more vanadium. Yes, please. Platinum, might as well. And element 0. Everything else, I'll have to find out exactly what I need before I go buying that. Especially considering this is already costing me another $6 grand.
Vesteran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Paripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
General goods.
I see the news. Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I can do that.
Good to hear.
Alright. And... oh, you got a little fighter model. And the plant we needed. Excellent. So we got Suvi's plant. You have a side mission.
I never thought I'd see the Moshae again. Least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renav. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws.
We should change that.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws.
That it would. So I'll have to speak with them in a bit. Alright.
Not today, Nexus.
Liam?
God damn it.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Just come grab a table with me.
So the moment I tried to scan, this person basically stopped me. And this is from Liam, who asked us to do exactly that. So let's go see Liam and see what's going on.
Pathfinder, you're good here. We'll worry about the data another time.
Liam, what's going on?
I, figured we should head up somewhere nice and open. You were being cased.
Are you getting me in trouble? What was this about?
We're not in trouble exactly, but I don't blame them for being angry. I wanted to get data that would help yields at our outposts. Moran told me what to scan, but I called it off. I still owe her, but it's better than pissing off some gouging hardliner. Sorry I didn't clue you in. It's a security thing. Food is security.
Was this an attempt to copy their methods? Steal secrets?
We're not competing companies. It's about learning to live here. Remember my Tempest freakout? I tried proper channels, got blocked by the Angara and the Nexus. There's only so much Jarl can tell us, so I did what we do back in crisis response. Bend the rules.
Liam, I deserve better than having this sprung on me mid-market.
You're right, of course, you're right. And the Angara are right too. The last people who showed up out of the blue were the Ket, the ultimate users. I don't want us getting lumped in with them, and I really, really don't want to ruin the market. Street food and shooting the shit with you feels normal. About time something did.
We may have to stick to ourselves for a while, if that's what both sides seem to want.
It isn't. Saw it all the time during crisis deployments. Us versus them turns into food versus no food. We have to figure this shit out, or both sides will hurt.
So, yeah, basically, something that he'd already tried to get access to was denied on both sides. And then he made me try and scan to basically steal it. Not good. Okay, now there was a hollow terminal here. Why are you here? What impulse drove your people to cross dark space? What have you come here for? Do you expect us to believe you're just explorers who want to live in peace? I think you fled something terrible. I think it might follow you here. Questions. Which one of your species actually controls this so-called initiative? Are you even different species, or just genetic constructs are customized to fill different roles? Why do you all walk on two legs, like us? Is it so we'd accept you? What did you look like before you crossed dark space? Keep off Haval. When I heard you were granted permission to land on Haval, I filed a complaint with Governor Shi. That world is one of our most sacred places, and it's not for outsiders. Even the Ket keep their distance, because they know we'll fight to the death to protect it. Anyone who defiles Haval will face consequences. And share your gifts. You built ships to travel across dark space. Show us how to make them, and let us retrace your path. There are no Ket where you come from. We have a generation facing extinction. But you could help us go where the enemy won't follow. We've suffered enough. Give us hope for a better life. Again, I'll send all that unedited. These are the messages that these people want us to know. As if there's no point hiding it. Okay, now we had to talk to some people in here. As defined by the first founders of Aya, this world and all who live on it agreed to abide by the laws, customs, and regulations of a civilized society that has existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules of conduct ensure a voice for each family within our society and give them certain inviolable rights. Page 1 of 5,983 pages. I think he kind of skipped over what he was saying. But alright. So we got all that. So back this way we've got Arbiter. And that's the Moshae. And yep, that seems to be it. Wrong door. To here. Nope. I haven't unlocked the other sides. Alright, so we'll go around all the way over there.
Get your raw materials for art and science.
Oh, hang on. This way. So past the museum, past them. There's the fast travel thing. So yeah, so now we can access that. That one. And there's one there. So isn't the scan just here? No. Okay.
Learned you were coming. I prepared a datapad on our laws regarding war. Learn them.
Alright. So basically this is once again one of 241 pages of laws. Ever's command console. Rakse.
Moved Team Veon to replace them? No, 6-9 is still unstable. They'll be out of food in 2 days. Out of ammo in 3. They have to fall back.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
Too many kit, not enough resistance. I have a team that's been in the field for 6 months without resupply. They won't come in. Say they're close to taking down a kit outpost, but I don't know.
If they could do it alone, they would have by now. Send reinforcements.
Hitting the enemy in one place leaves us vulnerable elsewhere. But you're right. This is the hardest part of my job. Thank you for the advice, Pathfinder.
Here's Ephra.
That's quite the gift you sent. Insane AI. Real attention grabber.
I couldn't leave it on Vold. Maybe it'll help someday.
Have to talk it out of killing itself first. What do you need?
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
That's not enough.
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. Treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
There's no official Angaran military? Just the Resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized. Poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the Resistance real.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not Resistance?
Aya police. Purely ornamental. Gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the Resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it?
Not happy to hear that.
How is the Resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
How'd you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the Resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her.
She holds her own. Not many do.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening. Like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Again, that's what invaders always say. Communication terminal. Casualty reports. People are getting nervous.
Let's go over this again, everyone.
Hello, Ancient AI.
Pathfinder, it appears the Angara have installed the AI you found on Vold.
Yes, they have.
I have nothing to say to you.
Have you connected with any of the scientists on Aya? Moshae Sepha?
I met her.
She's smart.
She will be dead in a few years.
Is that a prediction or a promise?
A hope.
Isn't this world better than Vold?
No.
You're safe from the Ket, surrounded by people who think you're amazing.
Idiots.
Is there anything they can do to make you more comfortable?
Deactivate me. Erase my files.
Anything else?
Trigger a volcanic eruption. Bury the city in ash and fire.
Okay.
It's possible keeping this AI intact was not terribly useful.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
I hope you die.
Great. As I said before, you are able to put her in with Sam on the Hyperion. Yeah, it doesn't go much better. She's a little more talkative, however, she mostly just tries to convert Sam to her way of thinking, where I'm useless and unnecessary and they should take over. Not always the best.
Good to see you. Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout. Getting lots of stairs. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
For some Angara, we're the only humans they'll ever see. That's huge.
Whatever happens, we'll make a better show than the Ket.
Damn straight.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons over my objections.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshae.
Alright, so there's a pistol of theirs. One of their snipers. Admittedly, I'm tempted to buy this and take that around. Just to see how it goes. It's pretty strong, 688. It's one of their knives. Oh, only 5,000. I mean, I say only 5,000. It's pretty damn expensive. And I don't know how this one works. 2 shots and then I've got to reload it. Yeah. And not a lot of ammo to it. We'll take it for the sake of it. Why not? Just to give it a go.
Good. Well done. Much better,
Different
everyone.
cat.
Keep that going.
Little
10
training.
more just like that. Again.
Alrighty. So that's that.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
So this is their infirmary.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged iron gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar, kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishare. Are you getting enough sunlight?
Plenty.
In the iron bed. They've calibrated it.
The Angaran equipment is commonly referred to as an iron bed. So there we go. Okay. So we've got this one to get to. Turning around. Off to see the Moshae.
I haven't brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Here we go.
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
If I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing, I've got goosebumps. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However...
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming, doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
This discovery might just change everything. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down. For all our sakes.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
So, we need to speak with Ephra and then track down the Archon himself in order to get the artifact. Okay, so we jump back over here to speak with Ephra. Sounds like dinner is either being prepared or nearly finished. Hard to tell.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jarl know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell her the truth about my capture.
Moshae, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A Resistance commander named Venturev.
The Archon wanted her knowledge of Remnant tech, but why would Ven betray her?
I don't know. That's why I kept it quiet. I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
Ooh. Something tells me the Moshae is not to be trifled with. But alright, so now we have Kadara Port to go to. This is big news. That's not what I was after. I'm after a map. And we have a mission just there. Alright, so Kadara Port is another place to go to. It's another of the big places. Lots of driving, huge mountains everywhere. But also, a bunch of the missions we've been waiting on are unlocked in... not unlocked, but they're waiting for us to go there. So now that we've unlocked Kadara Port, we can get there. Start doing those missions.
When... Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Voneron.
A Voneron? That's very... I don't know what.
Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer,
charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer. You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Alright. Not 100% sure, but I'm relatively sure this guy gets pissed at us for something. I don't remember what we do. Probably return with bad news or something. But alright. So we are done. Leaving Aya.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise. What are their expectations?
Don't be yourself.
They survived the Scourge and the Cat and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
So no other calls needed.
Why can't you just ask her yourself?
Because.
There we go.
Because.
Just because.
Fine. Lexi, PB wants to look at Giles' scans.
PB knows I can't divulge patient information.
Useless. We were right about the vault on Aya, huh? What a find.
And this Meridian vault might jumpstart all the others.
I knew hitching my wagon to yours would pay off.
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults. It stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Alright. I'll just check up on Vetra.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
No. Okay.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Alright, so we've already spoken with everybody. And since these doors open on their own, there's not going to trigger any cutscenes.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Yes, I figured I might.
So, Callow, who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus?
What? Whom?
You're always short of credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Subi.
Oh yeah. I do actually remember that one. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. And we're going to chuck this pistol on. Okay, so we're going to go there and melee. Armor. Swap out. Oh, are you kidding? It's not legs I needed. It's arms. Oh well.
don't believe it. Gil's reconfigured our entire nav array. O'Connell risked a dozen spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it.
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this. You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
You don't have the right.
All right, let's talk this out. What's going on?
I'm doing my job, and he's undoing it because... Hell if I know.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
If he had the Tempest up on blocks, I might see it.
Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
The Tempest is ours now. She has to serve our mission first in whatever capacity we need. Gil, change whatever you have to.
I wonder, in time, will strangers be treating your achievements so carelessly?
Peace and quiet, finally. Thanks, Ryder.
Okay, show's over. Back to it.
It's hard because I understand both. I'm not sure if we're able to actually reconcile them. Just check.
A foolish thing to get angry over, isn't it? I suppose the Tempest is just like any other ship, to be taken apart and put back together. Or she will be, once Gil's had his way.
Gil's upgrading the Tempest, not scrapping her. She's in good hands.
I wish I could believe you. But perhaps... Anything else?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Bit rough.
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. Just not when Gil is glowering at me.
Alright, emails. Didn't want to send this. Pathfinder, I need your help with a thing. A big thing. Can't go into it as in a message, and you're not going to like why. But I can explain. Righty, Liam. Can we talk on camera? So, we've got the reporter again. Things I'm hearing of a garden world, a whole new species. If you can talk on record, you know where to find me. Doing that. Messages to the Nexus. We've been reviewing all the messages you forwarded from the Ungaran populace. So this is from Tan. It's encouraging to see that even in these initial phases of contact, we have supporters among them. Though it's equally clear we have our work cut out for us in winning over the rest. But I'm confident you're on the right track. I would have been surprised if the Angaran hadn't expressed skepticism. First contact is a complicated situation, and if roles were reversed, I'd be suspicious of them if they had arrived on our doorstep. Thank you for passing these messages along. They've proved invaluable insight as we navigate these tricky waters. And there you go. By not modifying them and removing the negative comments, he is actually appreciative and understands. Communication from Jarl. Right, the Moshae sent some news from Aya that she asked me to share with you. Under her guidance, the officials are again allowing studies in the Aya Vault. It comes with great risk, of course, so she's restricting participation to her brightest students under armed guard. Although she doesn't have her ability to interface with your ability to interface with the Remnant. She wants to be ready to assist you, however she can, once Meridian is found. These are interesting and exciting times, Jarl. She's fond of you, truly. I haven't heard her talk like this about someone in a long while. She didn't ask me to tell you this last part. I just thought you should know. Thank you, Jarl. So we have to go talk to Liam quickly. Loading.
Now, exaltation. The Ket just keep asking for more trouble.
Really looking forward to kicking those guys in the teeth.
Get us there, and we'll save you a place in line.
What did it say about Callow?
Did I hear right? You're going after the Archon's ship?
Looks like it.
Last time we crossed his path, you nearly broke my baby here. Now, tell me you have a better plan of escape this go-around.
I've got it all under control.
How naive do I look? Just... stay out of the Scourge, huh?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
There. Use the lift. Thank you.
Come on, I need a way out.
Not sure how I can help.
Something I should know about?
Hey, I was just... How you doing? I'm... great, just, yeah, I told you I screwed up, and I have. Remember Varand? Contacting the Angara? She's gone. The whole group is gone. Sudden. So, yeah, up for a rescue? Because if we don't, we could be next.
You seem pretty sure this is your fault, but I'm not hearing why.
Yeah, because I gave Varand Nexus data and nav points.
Why would you do that?
We need to know how to live here. I tried asking. I tried taking. No one would help outsiders. So I took initiative. Gave her data and tech so she could mod it. Varand was... she is a good risk. But if pirates interrogate her or barter her to the Ket, it's our heads.
Why didn't you alert everyone immediately?
If they have her info, they have our comms. The Nexus goes on alert, they'll know. Varand's people are tough. They'd have fought if they thought there was a chance. Something made them think there wasn't. I won't risk that. Bad enough I have to involve you. Like I said, I screwed up.
We'll take care of it before it's a problem.
It's already a problem. I got a lead from a trader. A grainy visual. We find that system, we find our bad guys. I also asked Bradley for people to help intercept. I thought they might want to pitch in.
How are a bunch of settlers supposed to help?
That's what he said. We're on our own. I'll forward the visual to the bridge for when you want to start hunting. And... sorry.
Bloody impatient idiot. He's trying to rush everything. He can't just sit back and let, relations progress at a natural pace. He's trying to force friendship, basically.
Ah, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted Ket. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
We need to be prepared that there might not be.
Jarl, remember what we talked about?
That we should examine the problem objectively? Excuse me.
Grief is never easy. But Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent.
Hope is good, but false hope is unhealthy.
I appreciate your support. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your cat sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
Probably.
There will be. But maybe not right now.
Nothing new there. Quick chat with Joel.
We'll talk later. I'm unhappy with us right now.
Okay. Let's stop in here for a moment. There we got that ship. You know, believe it or not, I haven't found all of the models yet. I've found barely any, in fact.
Hello, Sarah. Exploring the exaltation facility brings a Salarian quote to mind. We uplifted desperate souls into weapons, and know not what we destroyed.
That's a fair description of exaltation.
I have changed since we linked, but I am still myself. Exaltation takes personhood and overwrites it, destroys it. I already understood that such destruction is wrong. Now, through you, I know why it is abhorrent.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why is it so hard to find a good steak?
I don't know, Sam.
Because it's a rare, medium, well done.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
I am formulating a new one.
Okay.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Squawky burb. Alright. Here's a point, actually. If we look on the planet, there's all the lava and everything that we were seeing from the tornadoes. Even here it's still got it, and that's some cloud cover there. And that's Aya. It's literally surrounded by the stuff, to the point where you can't even see the vegetation.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, we got an anomaly. And an anomaly.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found. According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here. I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone. You mean destroyed? I mean,
no.
Gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point.
Okay. Alright, so there's Kadara Port. Personnels, hundreds. Here's another one. This is Liam's thing over here. So that's all interesting. But before we go doing too much more, let's stop by the Nexus. It's getting late too, so might be stopping at the Nexus, but we'll see. Okay, nothing new to scan. Waboom. Okay.
A worker was lost in space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name
You're on an exploration mission. I saw it was very clear that this wasn't a military operation.
I can see that. I mean, if the Ket decide to focus on them, I worry about them, but...
It makes them feel safer, doesn't it?
Just a bit.
You're the Pathfinder! Thank you so much for returning the Moshae to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center. He'd be honored to speak with you.
Sure thing.
The Nexus invites you to visit the newly opened vortex.
What? I was just being honest.
There's a difference between being honest and being an ass.
Things are still going smoothly without me to look over them?
We're good. I told you we'd manage.
Damn. You could have at least pretended the transition was difficult. I wonder what my dad would think of all this. Would he have encouraged the move? Come with us if he could?
No, we're done.
Does dwelling on what-ifs help anything? Things are the way they are.
I can't just forget my father. Sid doesn't remember anything about him, but I do. I think he might have liked it here.
Hi, this is Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. Hi, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. Life on the Nexus is more enjoyable for all our citizens.
Here we go.
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshae. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
We're glad to have you, Ambassador. Strong ties with the Angara will strengthen us both.
To a good end, I hope.
I was just explaining to the Ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
We came to explore, Ambassador, not conquer. And we have our own challenges.
Yes, which is why I'm here. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshae says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
We don't expect you to enter this alliance blindly, Ambassador. Everything we say, you can check.
You'd be that open with us?
We have nothing to hide.
One would hope, anyway.
They'll surrender their weapons to your militia, if that's satisfactory.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Pavoa Sep Jav Teravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
Nice. Now I'm going to head back in because at some point...
Yes, the gender binary of other races is irrelevant to us.
I've been using feminine pronouns this entire time. Should I...
In my case, it's fine to continue. Thank you for asking, though. I appreciate it. Some Asari prefer male pronouns, while others gravitate towards gender-neutral where language allows.
My people have several pronouns to identify themselves with. Perhaps I should prepare a document.
Please do.
The Nexus is a place of
There you go.
cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
Here we go. This guy.
Of your homeworlds I've read about, I think I'd like to visit Palaven the most. A silver world of fortresses and fire. It sounds wonderful and different from anything I've seen.
Thank you, Joel.
Interesting place, isn't it? Full of smiles and handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Politicians get nervous when you hold anything more explosive than a rotten egg.
You've seen this too. The military life echoes everywhere. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andromeda, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Hescarl?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history. Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program, an N7.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Arcturus, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learned to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
He was, although things soured when he began AI research. Didn't stop him teaching me and my brother a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your Pathfinder skills. N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours. Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself and teach me.
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
Now, I don't remember what all of them were, but I remember there's one on Vold, which I was actually in the location for. I ran right past you.
Free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly. At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Ket. There's high hopes for this alliance.
The Angara have their own problems, and we're newcomers in their cluster. We need to work at this.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water? Our leaders have discussed whether we should send colonists there.
Aya is a sovereign planet of the Angara. We have no right to settle there.
Strong stuff. Here's hoping we don't need to. Okay, that's... Colonist registration is up since last episode, as is morale. Tan sent this for you. Inspiring, huh?
So there we go. Now we gotta wait for her next interview. Okay. Vehicle merchant. When the game catches up with itself. Thank you. So we've got colours. Just buy those so that we've got them all. Alright. Nothing for you yet.
The Angara have their own problems, and we're newcomers in their cluster. We need to work at this.
And Jarnan's ship crashed onto the barren world. Here, his great voyage must end. He was far from help, with neither food nor water in sight. All
You're a
that
storyteller.
remained to Jarnan was his broken ship and the mysterious crate the merchant had told him never to open.
Let's hear it.
Goddamn cliffhangers.
Oh crap. What if the missing priestess stowed away in the crate? That's gotta be it.
He left it on a cliffhanger.
Welcome to the Vortex.
You again.
You're not going to say anything.
Hey there.
So I don't have anything new for you.
Ryder.
And you don't want to talk to me here. Okay. But we do need PB. And PB, if memory serves, which it probably doesn't, but let's see. Yeah, here we go. This should be PB.
Unlocking. Come on in.
My team and I surveyed EOS thoroughly and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone. What in the world is this?
Who are you speaking to? Look at this place.
Ta-da! My project. She is complete.
She?
Looks like a she to me. Just a proof of concept. I stripped out its remnant command prompts to see if I could power it up myself. It worked! Now I can build a field model with combat protocols that fights for you. So, what do you think?
You've outdone yourself, PB. Let Suvi and Gil eyeball it, then fast-track the combat model for me.
I'd hoped you'd be happy. Oh no, I forgot to lock the... Shit.
Too late.
My, Pelisaria. Didn't know you were still using this hole. Who's your friend?
Kalinda, this is Ryder.
Oh, everyone knows the human Pathfinder. I meant, who's your remnant friend?
None of your business, Kalinda.
Of course it isn't. That's what makes it so interesting. Don't be so hostile, babe.
Don't be so condescending, babe. This is PB's place, and you're trespassing. I'd say that warrants a little hostility.
Now. I was just concerned something might have happened to my dear old friend. I'm sorry for the intrusion, Pelisaria. I'm just relieved to see you moving on. Ta-ta.
I'll walk you out. So, want to talk about it?
Oh, Kalinda and I go way back. We joined the initiative together. For a long time, we were like family. Now we're not. When you live 1,000 years, Ryder, people come and people go. Entanglements are silly. Just like places. Time to pack this one up. I'm done with it.
But how can you give all this up?
Ha! Watch me. Easy come, easy go.
There we go. And a level up on top. How nice is that? So if I come down to tech, we now have this unlocked. So tap the button, VI attacks a particular target, hold to deactivate it. Health and health regen, recharge speed, beam damage, health. Add explosive rockets in addition to the beam weapon. That sounds good. Okay. Let's do that. That's effects. Alright, and I'm going to assign this power Let's get rid of Lance. Lance is useful. It is good. Yeah, we'll do that for now. As useful as it is at wiping out the shields and everything, I've got bonuses to tech and everything much higher at the moment. In fact, speaking of profiles, so this is weapon, damage resistance, tech recharge speed. But if I went for this one, this is a 3. So is this. Yeah, this upgrades my construct stuff as well. And gives me a combat drone. Small drone improves recharge rate for tech powers. Self-destructs with an EMP pulse if enemies get close. An improved recharge rate is lost after destruction. Let's go with that. Alrighty. Yeah, give it a quick scan over. Nothing here. No. Alright. So now we've done that. Cryo, habitation. Let's jump straight to operations.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
Oh, yep, definitely sounds like I'm out of time. So I'm going to be leaving this here. We'll find out what else I can do around this place next time I come back.
Attention all personnel.
So I hope you've enjoyed, and I will return tomorrow, hopefully. I should have the time for it. And we will investigate further missions, objectives, and then move on to revisiting some of the planets just to see what's there and what we can do. But for now, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.